on top of everything I just said, I had to deal with all those conflicting issues. And so for me, it was actually a relief to leave all that because
Wow.
I was around other Christians that were doing lines of coke off of a table right before they got on stage and worshiped. It was insane, the things that I was subjected to, and it was driving me crazy. I started to feel like a fake and a fraud, and started to suffer from imposter syndrome, and started to be tempted to become one of these men or women, and just say screw it and do it all for the money. And listen, dude, we were so close. People ask all the time, like, Warner, that's a big label, bro. We were literally on our way to the largest tour that we were ever going to be on. We were about to play a show for 100,000 people at a festival, and our van broke down. And that was like the start of things starting to slip away. And even like the crazy part, bro, is in the midst of all that, everything kind of slipping away, I rebuilt it. Like I left the band, and then I rebuilt the band with two of the founding members. Three went away and three of us stayed, kind of thing. And in the midst of rebuilding it, we probably had more success than we did prior to, but we never got to that peak again. And the reason that we didn't was because of abuse, mostly drugs. And I put my foot down for the most part. So I wanted to get married. I wanted to pursue a different type of lifestyle. And so honestly, it was a massive relief to go from one to the next. You couldn't go to your prospect's office and bow up to them, and knock somebody out when you had a dispute or a negotiation that you needed to do. So I had a little bit of learning to do from that perspective. But it was when I started to also develop the inner teddy bear, as my mom likes to say, and the peaceful side of Dale that always existed, because I've always been a defender of men and women. But in those years, I became more of a conqueror. And it was because of the lifestyles, because of the musical choice, how heavy it was, the people we surrounded ourselves with, the gangs, the violence. And so when I got back into a place of kind of being at my center and being in a more comfortable skin, like my own skin, it was peaceful, bro. And I think that's where a lot of my success came from, was like getting out of what I was in and coming directly into B2B sales.